What's happening? What's going on, YouTube?
The Mechanics.
Welcome back. Pickup from the homie Forrest up north. Prescott local. I also got a rear spoiler. Anticipating that guy. I've been waiting for that guy for a second. So if you guys seen the car in person, you guys pick at this, trying to figure out what this is. This was sitting in my storage, so I just put it on just cause, but that is the actual buy. That's the actual purchase that I wanted. I was just waiting for it. Local pickup. I'd have to say it was a steal, but I really don't know how much they go for. NRG bucket seat. So here's the thing about this. I did originally buy 2 bucket seats for the 240. Coincidentally, the homie was selling them. He didn't tell me that they were different sizes. He just told me that they were different ones. So they were Bride Zeta 1 and 2. And it just so happens that when I sat in the seat and I was like, oh yeah, I want to buy it, I sat in the 34 waist seat, and I didn't realize or didn't know or didn't even think about sitting in the other one, but the other one was a 32. So when I got those, made brackets, mounted them up, the night that I did the first side, I did the 34, bolted it, had it in, way too high, way too high. I'm 6'1", 6'5", if you throw some Timbs on, and I could barely, my head was hitting the sunroof, and I already know that if I had a helmet on for track purposes, I would not even fit in the car. So I went ahead and got the other seat and tried to put it over there because it is a Zeta 2 or maybe 1, I don't know. One of them is smaller, the back of the head is smaller than the other one. So I went ahead and tried to switch seats, so put the 2 where the driver's side is, and realized that it was like a 32, 31 waist size, and your boy is kind of hefty sometimes. So this one right here fits, there it is, fits one absolutely amazing. It doesn't have the lower lumbar support, which I'm happy for, and I think, I want to say it's a 34, maybe 36. So not only did I get the seat and the spoiler, I also got the rails. Here's the thing with the rails. The rails are for the seat. The rails that bolt to the side are, they don't move. They're not supposed to move, but they're not for this planted. Okay, so they're planted. These are supposed to sit a little bit lower than the ones that the homie was trying to sell. Anyways, they tried to hook me up and give me the shorter rails so the seat could sit lower. It still has sliders on it, so hopefully it does. I can slide it and still be able to fit. I'll probably end up taking off the headliner. I want to keep the headliner, but if I have to take it off, I'm not going to complain about it. So today's project is to get the seat bolted in and get this guy prepped and put on. Quick update, as you guys can see, the front bumper is no longer fiberglassed up. The door has been prepped and primered. This over fender used to be white, and now it's all cleanish, cleaner, almost all the way. And the trunk had the Rocket Bunny spoiler on it, and I block sanded it and got it all prepped as well. So moving along with the body work. So first things first, I want to get the driver's seat in. So I'm gonna take that driver's seat out, try to get these rails figured out, and go from there.
A few moments later.
Okay, so here we have the side mount brackets that go on the side of the seat, and then these are the ones that came with a NRG, I guess. But I guess the actual side mount bracket sits a lot higher, so they gave me these ones that would hopefully lower the seat, because if you guys see, this is extremely tall. That one over there is where it needs to be. But my thing is, if it's gonna fit or if it's not gonna fit. But what I have to do is figure out how to get this mounted, because like I said, this is not the original one. This bolt doesn't match up. These bolts match up, but if you guys could see, I got the bolt that's hanging off on that side and a bolt that's hanging off on this side. Now, theoretically, I could snap this off, snap that off. Same with this side. I don't want to do that, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to just grind a little nick right here on both sides and try to get the remaining bolt on top to fit over into this piece, maybe even throw a washer on there. We'll see how much room we got to play with. Real smooth, real simple, real easy. Basically all I did is came in at an angle. Got that one. This one goes over here. All right, now let's put the seat in here and see how she's looking. So basically this is the issue right here. This piece of the seat goes right there. Okay, so every time I buy something for my 240, I think it's supposed to bolt right on. Never does. Obviously these are 240 rails. As you can see, they bolt up in the right spot. Okay, this came off of a Bride. Oh, no. These came off of NRG side mounted seats, just like so. So all this right here is from a Nissan 240. And as you can see, the clearance from the roof is remarkably close. And so basically this is what I mean. When I got the other, the Bride seats, I bolted them in. I made custom rails for it, and they sat basically right here. And if you can see, my head is actually touching the sunroof. I honestly can't fit a helmet on this way, so there's no point in me trying to even get this seat to fit like this. So I need to move on to phase 2, which is figure out what the hell needs to be done, because I'm shrugging my shoulders right now. This seat is I don't know why I keep buying stuff for this car. Nothing fits. Nothing fits on this car. It's unbelievable. So this is the second part to the seat install. The wing got put on, literally double-sided tape, slap all in the back. So what happened was, second part to actually putting the seats in, what I actually did was I went ahead and cut the back, and I'm going to show you guys a picture. I think I took a picture. The very next day I came over, cut half of the bracket that I had already pre-existing, like the bracket that comes on it. I cut it in half, and probably about 1 inch out of both sides, and just re-welded both of the brackets, so it'd be like this, and then you cut like half an inch out, and then it goes down like that. So in theory, before I was sitting like this in the seat. Now I can sit like this, but the only thing is, like, I have like literally a finger of clearance in between the roof of the car and my actual head. So there's no way that I'm going to be able to get a helmet situated on top of my cranium and then be able to sit in the car without hitting my head. Right now I took the cushions out, and it's comfortable. I can like go like this without touching my head or what have you. So that is okay for now, but I do plan on going to the drift event August 10th. One of the homies is supposed to be coming with me, so we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna try to drive the car there, drive the car back, ride out with some spares, tools, the whole nine. The goal is to drive there, drive back. Now, in the midst of actually like living my life, once I got the seat in, I did take it out to go play around a little bit, and yeah, I crashed. Now, not a big crash, just in a tight area, decided to clutch kick, goosed it a little bit too much, didn't have enough room to whip back. So what I did was I locked up the brakes, basically panicked, I guess you could say, and slid into the curb. Now, it wasn't like a crazy, oh my god, the car's wrecked. I messed up the bumper. I cracked the bumper, cracked the fender, and I snapped a rod and my LCA bent back, blah blah blah. So what I did was the next day after that, I think it was, I sourced a tension rod bracket which pulled the whole knuckle back forward, because when I hit it, it went back to the wheel well, so the tire was touching the wheel housing. And when I put the bracket on, put the tension rod on, it pulled everything back forward. And then I realized that my problem was not as serious as I thought it was. I ended up ordering lower LCAs anyways. Now here's the thing with the lower LCAs. I bought them and I never took off my LCA, so I have two brand new LCAs that I can either slap on. Now I have new ball joint bushings or new ball joints, or number two, I can cut the ones that I have and then cut the new ones and then weld a piece in the middle and then make it extended. But then I would need extensions on my rack and pinion. So it's give or take. Put the lower control arms on or extend them, and I have no idea what I want to do yet. First of all, I want to get to this track event, hopefully do good, and then I can go from there. Other than that, that's basically all that's been going on with the 240. I did repair the fender and I did repair the bumper for like the 5th time I've touched this bumper. So with this being said, now I know I do want to practice painting, but the fact that I crashed the car on Sunday, fixed it on Monday, and had it prepped and ready to where it was at for paint by like Wednesday, I feel like it'll be just more convenient and more the thing that I need to do, which is to just wrap the car. So I'm like 92% sure that I'm just gonna wrap the car. That way I can get it dialed in, get used to it, learn it a little bit more. And if I do happen to crash it again, because Lord knows that I've fixed that bumper about 5-6 times already, I can fix it, make it look nice within the same couple of days, same day, or within a couple of hours. So I'm probably just gonna wrap it. Now I do want to get better at painting, so what I will probably do is paint a lot of stuff. My spares might get painted if I do really good, which I don't see why I wouldn't. My rims might get painted, paint the inside of the car. So I mean, I got options. I just think that it's probably best if I wrap the car. What have we covered? Seats in, rear visor is on. I crashed the car. I got new ball joints and lower control arms and I haven't even put them on yet. I also have the seat in, but it needs to get lowered. I need a helmet, and I have 3 sets of spares that I can take to the drift event. Hope that I pass tech and I get to actually get some seat time legally on a track, how you're supposed to do it, and I hope it turns out great. So whatever I do vlog, hopefully it's not me crashing the car, knock on wood. Okay. Hopefully no more repairs to the car. I can continue to make the car look better. I don't care how it looks at the drift event. I just want to make it to the drift event and learn the car. So that's the next thing. After that, we progress and see where we're at. So with this being said, everybody's caught up. Peace, I'm gone.
The Mechanics.
So with this being said, like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned. Drift event is coming up. With this being said, peace, I'm gone.